I hooked up with this girl pretty recently,
Mm-hmm.
and she had nipple piercings. Both her nipples were pierced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell
And-
yeah.
And I was like,
Hell yeah. Did you pull them?
well, I was sucking on them,
Yeah.
and like, I was like,
Get your teeth
did that
cut?
did that fucking hurt? Like,
Yeah.
she was like, no, it makes it more sensitive.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, cool, okay. Let me get them milkies.
Oh hell no! I'm not piercing my nips.
Dude, that's gotta hurt.
I am not piercing my. I don't have my ears pierced. You think my first piercing's gonna be my nips?
You know what?
I bet it doesn't hurt that bad.
I bet.
Oh, dude, I bet it hurts real
I-
bad.
I bet it
dude.
doesn't. Shut up. I bet it doesn't hurt that bad.
I bet it hurts.
I
like
bet you could
shit.
do it and it would be just fine.
Oh,
They'll give you
no.
some kind of like the alcoholic swab or whatever to make it feel better.
The cats when they step on my nips and get a claw in there.
When they just step on them?
Well, the
when
cats
I'm
do when
lying-
they when they lay on your chest or whatever, but then they'll like knead her
Yeah.
nipples, which they
Oh,
don't
I
really
love
do it
that.
for me. But the reason why cats knead is because that's what they do to their mom when they're hungry, and so if they feel a breast, they're gonna start doing that.
I've always wanted to train my cat to give me back massages.
Oh yeah, I saw a video of a little kid laying on the bed and the
Mhm.
cat like massaging its back.
Yeah.
But we're getting off topic. Lauren, get nipple piercings.
No, I can't even handle when the cat needs me and by
I'll
accident
do it.
claws my nip. It
Byron
hurts
can
like
do it.
shit.
Byron can do the piercing.
Yeah.
You could do piercing.
I'll
here.
pierce them. Yeah.
We could pierce them on
We'll
the podcast.
pierce them on camera.
Let's
Oh
pierce
my
'em on the
God.
podcast.
Yeah.
Oh my
What do you think?
God. Will it get us a lot of views?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah.
We'll start an OnlyFans
Mm-hmm.
for you.
For
Only-
you only.
Just my nips.
I do want to start. I would start an OnlyFans for me.
Yeah.
You would?
Yeah, I
We
think
tried
What
to
would
start
you-
one
do
for our
some
improv
BJ
group, but
party.
yeah, it didn't work.
Didn't work. Yeah, it has to be one person apparently.
Yeah.
Some
Stupid.
shit. Whatever, dude.
It's like I think a lot of people would like to see two men on
yeah.
an
Yeah.
OnlyFans. I think I would get my nipples pierced if I was like much younger.
What?
Yeah.
Dude.
I would not.
I like a little nipple play. I like them pulled. I like them.
I'm just gonna say.
I like a little pain in the nipple.
Okay.
No,
I'm just gonna say. I prefer a man without nipple piercings. That's my preference.
Well, it doesn't really matter what you think.
Yeah, I'm talking about what I want. So what I want
He's the man. He
is
leads the relationship. You're a woman.
I want what are those? What is it called? The penis piercing? It has a
Prince
Prince Albert.
Prince Albert. That's what I
Yeah.
want. Get the prince.
Yeah.
Bring the prince to America.
Byron and I said that at exactly the same time.
Like we've done a lot of research on this. Prince
Yeah.
Albert.
I'm not about getting one.
I'm glad I was the one that's like, what is that thing called? You guys are like Prince Albert.
All
Yeah.
right. If Byron pierces my nips, I'll pierce both your dicks.
Ooh.
No thanks. I just need your.
And then we
nipples
can get a
pierced.
chain together. Yeah, we can chain our dicks
Chain
together.
together?
Yeah.
I just don't want to lose you.
Yeah,
We-
have to. It's
we
a
pull-
really long chain. It's like across Chicago. Like it's like 4 miles long of a chain.
Let's test the elasticity. You run that way, I'll
Yeah.
run this way.
Oh!
We run and then we like
Yeah.
collapse back
Yeah.
into each other.
You like go to work and have to like drag this chain and like, and I go to work and I have this chain.
Ow.
Yeah, that would be painful.
That would be painful.
But it would be hot.
That would be a top tier sexy.
And we could probably like communicate through it, kind of like tin cans. We could like
Yeah.
yank
Oh
on
my
it.
God. That,
like
You'd
Morse
both-
code.
you'd
Dot
both be-
dash. Dot dash.
you'd both be in your bed at night and be like, hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I just
Hey,
tug
buddy.
it just once. Like one tug means, hey, what's up?
Two
Two
tugs means I'm jacking it.
Don't bother me.
Yeah.
If the chain is a rockin', don't come a knocking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh my God.
So they'll give you a little congratulatory jerk,
Hey, dude, I'm proud of you. Congratulations. You go, yeep, yeep, ow.
I don't know if I should get a little more
Little
drink
more
before
drink?
we start.
We're started.
We started.
We
Yeah.
started.
Okay, never mind then.
We started.
I'm in it.
But I also have to turn that fan off because it reflects on the on-air sign. So we've started, but we're going to keep talking while I do that real quick.
So do you want me to get? Do I have time to get another drink real quick?
No, I have. Listen. I have time to do the fan, but you don't have time for another drink.
But
Yeah, okay. All right.
Okay.
I don't need it. It would be nice, though. It's almost empty.
No, I know it's almost empty, but we started, and I don't want to lose the momentum.
Yeah, that's fine.
Even though
That's
I
fine.
got up.
That's fine. I'll eat a cherry.
Even though I got up and killed the momentum. I just don't want to lose, the momentum.
Put your
that
headphones
that I
on,
murdered.
dude.
Yeah.
No. I kind of
Alright.
like taking them off lately. If we watch a video, I'll put them on. But,
Okay. All right.
all right.
All right.
Anyway,
All right.
welcome to Working Crass Podcast. That's Lauren.
I'm gonna pierce your dick.
And I'm Joshua. I'm ready to get my nipples pierced. If anybody knows how to do it, go ahead and reach out to me. And this is our good pal, Byron.
Hi, I'm going to get my nipples and my balls pierced together.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm going to pierce my balls.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. That's how you
Testicle
do it.
chain. Just like hangs. You know, like those chains that people wear?
Yeah.
Yeah, like a chain wallet.
I always wanted a chain. My mom never let me do it.
Really?
I kind of get it.
If you get them on your balls, you can call it the old ball and chain.
The old balls and chain. Yeah.
I would like. Is there such a thing as like a butt piercing, like your two cheeks, and you pierce them together?
Steve-O did that.
Oh, he stapled them together.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well, that's kind of the same thing.
it is.
When you think about it, a staple is
Yeah.
like a piercing.
A staple is like a piercing. You're not wrong, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like, what he didn't put like a cool jewel in it though. Like, I'm talking about
Like a
like
pretty little emerald.
exactly, yeah, something pretty in your butt,
Yeah.
And then you get it so that it's constantly closed. So,
Ooh, ooh, ooh. You know how they have those, they're called like the corset piercings,
mhm.
like on people's backs, and they do like the line of little hoops down the
Oh, I
back,
hate
and then
that.
they
I
put
hate that.
they put the string in between them.
That's so gross.
Do that to your butt.
And then they hang.
Some
Or-
people do that. Yeah. They put
Yeah,
the things
you-
in their back and they hang on it.
Yeah,
But
do
some
that with
people
your
will like tie like rope so it looks like the back of a corset, but it's pulling their skin inward. Like
I
a-
love corsets, I will say.
think of
I
now.
find corsets real hot, but I don't know how I feel about that.
It's like
Yeah,
your
you do.
shoelaces.
Yeah,
you
you
pull them
do.
and their whole back just
Yeah.
comes in. Ugh.
and now imagine that on your butt.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's
My
what I'm
butt or
saying.
her butt?
His butt.
Oh.
Yeah, my butt.
Yeah, and we'll hang you by your butt on a hook.
My butt, dude. No.
We'll put a hook through your butt,
I-
dangle you from the ceiling.
I think it would be cool to do like cookie cutter designs, but then you put it on your butt, so when you shit, it comes out different shapes. It's like a fun, like, oh, it's a star.
Mine
Oh.
already does that.
Oh,
What shapes?
Got like pickle shape.
I got a dodecahedron.
yeah.
Rhombus.
Yeah. A hyper cube.
So you're
A
thinking
fourth
more like
dimensional cube.
you're thinking more like those gauges for your ears to like stretch them out and
Oh,
do
that would
that.
be good.
but
A
you want
gauge
like
for
a
your hole?
shaped gauge for your hole to
Yeah.
restructure
That's a
it.
bad idea.
That's a fun idea. It's a good idea.
Because
a
then,
good-
dude, what if it stays loose?
Yeah.
Then you're gonna have to get a bag.
Yeah, you're right. The colostomy bag.
Yeah, and you're like, that's fun.
That's cool, dude.
Yeah.
That's hot, man.
Yeah.
Talking
You're just
about my butt.
yeah, just adding excitement.
I guess, yeah.
You never know what to expect.
I know you said you have to get a bag, but what you meant was you get to get a bag. I get to get a bag. Well, our first story comes from Vice, who's, their Vice. And the article's called, "What is a Mommy Kink? How being cared for became a turn on. Move over, daddies. Moms are having a moment."
Ooh.
Now, if you've kept abreast of pop culture recently, great word, abreast. I love that word. I love abreast. You might have noticed something of a shift in power dynamics. Daddies are on the out, and mommies are dominating discourse. Whether that's the rise of shows like MILF Manor. MILF Manor's crazy. Do you know about MILF Manor?
No, dude.
You don't know about MILF Manor?
MILF
No.
Manor is a reality show where they have a bunch of moms, single moms,
Mhm.
that they want to find love. They want to find somebody to marry and date. So they go to this manor where it's just a normal like bachelor kind of dating show.
Okay.
But all of the men who show up are the women's sons. So they have to find each other's sons to date. That's who they get to choose to date.
I've never been into MILFs.
Yeah,
No.
I
just don't think they're that hot.
I agreed when I was younger. The older I get, the closer I get to appreciating them. I'm not quite there yet, but
That is crazy. So they date each other's sons?
that's what it is. They don't know that that's what's going to happen. Then they show up at the manor. They're like, here's the men that you have to choose from, and outwalk all of their sons.
They had like a.
Oh my god.
I saw a clip of a challenge that they had them do where they had all of the sons' dirty undies and all of the moms' dirty panties, and each had to try and identify their mothers or their sons'
Just
undies.
fun activities
That's
where you.
gross.
And then whoever correctly identified it, they got to choose who they went on a date with.
I bet the mommies are pretty good at identifying the sons.
Yeah. I don't know. I
panties
think I'd be
or
pretty good. I'd be like,
underwear.
hey, this one's pretty goopy. That's my mom.
Yeah. Oh, gross.
This one's got stains. I know it's
Oh,
my mom's.
God.
Your mom would not appreciate you saying that.
This one's got that stank of my mom.
Oh my god.
My mom's particular stink.
I can just hear your mom, oh my goshing, all the way from Texas right now.
Oh my God, don't say that. No, I think she'd go, no, my panties are pretty goopy. Whether it's the rise of shows like MILF Manor, Pregnant Riri's Meteoric Return, or Meghan Trainor milking the trend and declaring herself mother to, let's say, a mixed reception. I don't know any of these references other than MILF
Yeah,
Manor,
no,
sorry.
I don't.
I think
Who's Riri?
I think that's
Who
Rihanna.
the fuck is Riri?
I think that's
Rihanna?
Rihanna.
Oh, I guess we're not only on a first name basis with Rihanna, which I guess that she doesn't. What is her last name? I don't know.
Fenty?
Oh, really?
I think.
Rihanna Caribbean.
But you're not just.
Oh,
on-
really? Fenty?
I think.
Huh.
Maybe I'm wrong.
That's
that
a
might
dumb
be that might be
name.
her clothing brand, and I'm just assuming that's her last
I know she
name.
has a clothing brand, yeah, and it is called Fenty. I guess maybe that's it. Anyway, clearly we're all refusing to grow up, instead choosing to attach ourselves to every matriarch we can find and latching on desperately for dear life. This is what articles do now. This is what journalism is they take one, I like that this is what I get recommended here, live cam.
Big boob live
Hop
cam.
on to Jerkmate. Is
Well,
that what this is?
Wow.
It heard you say a breast,
Oh, yeah.
and then it gave you an advertisement that it thought you would like.
Dude, that's crazy that that's an ad on Vice. That kind of shows how low they've gotten.
I know. I thought this was legitimate news, not Pornhub.com. Anyway, this is what journalists do now. They'll find, 2 or 3 people have a trend, and then they go, this is what society is now.
Yeah.
This is what culture is.
Yeah.
Move over, daddies. It's like
Mommies are in.
2 people made a TikTok that's like, I love my mommy girlfriend. And they're like, I guess this is what culture is now.
I mean, like the mommy kink thing, I'm not into.
Yeah, me neither. Not at all.
No.
I've been in many relationships where the girl wants like to be called or wants to call me daddy or whatever, which even that's a little weird. But
I like it.
I don't mind. Yeah, it doesn't bother me, and it's more normal. It's more normal to come across, right?
No, you know what I like more? Poppy.
Oh,
Call me
papi. Oh, yeah,
papi.
because it's a tight Latino one.
Now,
Yeah, dude.
now, what if they're a white girl saying that to you? Do you
I'm
find-
gonna say cultural appropriation, bitch.
Yeah,
Shut your fucking mouth.
get out of my bedroom.
Yeah.
Out of my bedroom.
You're
I don't-
racist.
I don't put up with that shit.
Yeah. I just got super dry. As soon
I don't
as
put
you
up with microaggressions in my bedroom. Only micro penises.
Wait, are you saying I have a micro penis? Like, is that what you're saying?
I'm just making a micro joke.
Yeah.
It's not just our questionable, but no. I'm sorry. What I was saying is that, like, it's way more common to come across like a woman who's like, "Oh, I want to call you daddy," than it is a man that's like, "I want to call you mommy." And I feel like most women are kind of like, no.
They're, of
What
course,
do you
they're
think?
like kind of turned off about it.
I like to be very formal, so I like to refer to you as a father
And mother.
Father and mother.
or papa,
Yeah.
mama.
You want Josh to call you mother?
No, mama.
May I, mama? I don't know. It's a little weird.
I don't get it.
What if
It's
I
not
wanted?
hot. It's
Yeah.
you know what? What it actually is like OnlyFans girls that like some guys that are total simps and losers calling them mommy. That's a fetish. They're not like it's not like the fucking Chad guy being like, I want to call you mommy. That's my fetish.
Yeah.
And calling her mommy. Even if he's dating a super hot girl and she's like, I want you to call me mommy.
Yeah.
He's gonna be like, all right, next.
Yeah. It's not like they interviewed the like every member of the Denver Broncos and they're like, we actually like mommies. You know, it's they go home and they're daddy. And that's probably what the case is.
Yeah, they're dom daddies, dude.
Exactly. It's mommy's boys that maybe mama's boys a little bit. But even then, even as a mama's boy, I have a mom in my life. So I don't need a sexual mom.
All right, how about a Meemaw? You need a Meemaw?
Fuck me, Meemaw.
That's like a gilf, dude.
Yeah, it is.
Fuck
me, Meemaw. Get you really getting going, Nene. Oh my God. Anyway, it's not just our questionable parasocial relationships with celebs that are on the rise. We're also keener than ever to play with mommy dynamics in the bedroom. According to Google Trends, the searches for mommy kink have increased exponentially over the past decade, peaking in 2021 to suspiciously coincide, in my opinion, with the rise of "excuse me, mommy, sorry" TikTok meme. Again, these are just cultural references that I don't fucking know.
Or maybe peaking in 2021 because for 2 years there, everybody was locked in their homes with nothing to do, and so a lot of dudes were on the internet.
Yeah, no one was allowed to see their mommy. If their mommy died, they couldn't attend the funeral because they had to stick to the stay-at-home order.
Yeah.
The term mommy kink typically refers to a sexual dynamic between two people where one role plays as a dominant mommy or a similarly maternal figure, and the other takes on a submissive role as a younger person, sometimes called a baby or a little.
No,
among
I don't
other
like that.
things.
I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. That makes me uncomfortable.
Calm down, baby. Calm down, my little baby.
Here's your little pacifier. Does your little baby need a spanking on her little baby bottom?
Oh my God.
I do like spankings. Not me getting spanked. I like to give spankings.
I like to dish them out.
Yeah. I don't like to take them. Dude, getting spanked was like the worst as a kid.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. My mom would get the wooden spoon.
Yeah.
Oh.
You hurt.
I'm getting hard.
My mom did the wooden spoon. My mom also would just use whatever was on hand, and one time she swatted me with a stalk of celery.
That, yeah.
I got
cool.
the belt.
Did
I got
you
the
eat
belt.
it after?
I got the belt. I got a coat hanger once. I got.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I got all kinds of. But mostly the hand. Just pat, pat, pat. You know, and I go more, harder, mommy. Is that all you have, mommy?
You're like, I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Keep going.
Just imagine like being into this like mommy kink thing, but your mom is like just like my mom. Like she's like, no hooky with no nookie. That's gross. And you're like, yeah, keep saying no.
Oh, God.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's like you want your partner to be more like your mom. You know, you want to be in the throes of sex and you want her to go, "What's that smell? Do you smell something?" And you're like, "I don't smell anything." But you keep smelling it, mama.
That's my pre-cum.
For Jordan, who's 25 and from Chicago, the kink's primary appeal lies in its nurturing nature, something she feels was absent throughout her childhood. Oh, so...
Wait,
sorry.
what?
I grew up desperately needing to feel like someone cared about me, loved me, would protect me, and hold me when I cry, and tell me I'm a good girl who made them proud, she explains. I definitely don't think fractured parental relationships are the catalyst for everyone who's into this, but I've seen a lot of other gay girls with similar experiences. So they have not mentioned yet that this is common in lesbian relationships, and maybe this makes a little more sense now. On girl relationships, because you're seeking a woman in your relationship, so you're never going to be daddy. It's never going to be about daddy. You have no daddy.
I don't know. Some lesbians might like the daddy moniker.
I bet a lot of lesbians actually really like the daddy moniker. I mean, yeah. I won't say anything else.
Hot take. time.
Yeah.
And maybe I shouldn't say this, but I'm going to say it.
Yeah.
Seems like the only people into these kind of fetishes are degenerates to begin with.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
it's like something strange about wanting a parent figure.
yeah.
It's like that it directly ties to the lack of a parental figure in your life.
Although I did just say, I was like, I like being called daddy.
Yeah.
But I also don't
Pompey.
like.
But you are a degenerate.
Yeah.
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 So.
Yeah. No, I also am not into like what was it? DDLG?
Yeah, that's what it said. But what is that? DDLG, short for Daddy Dom Little Girl.
Ugh,
Yeah.
I don't.
That
that's
sounds.
Mm-mm.
That's. No.
Call Chris
Not
Hansen.
into that.
Call Chris Hansen.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay,
That's
you
how I
guys
feel
are
about that.
bigoted. You guys just like to judge people for what they like.
You know what? Yeah.
You guys
I'll
just
judge.
enjoy. Look,
I think people need some judging.
Some
and if
people
they-
just want to lay back and let daddy go to town, and they want their eyes to roll to the back of their head while they let mommy or daddy take control. You know what I'm saying? Do you understand? Do you understand? Does anyone understand?
No, I get it. I guess I get it, and I mean, I'm not trying to say that like these people are like.
Everyone's got their shit.
Everyone's got their shit, and I get it. It's like whatever gets you off, sure, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's just like, man, this seems dangerously close to P word stuff.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
What's the P? I'm actually genuinely confused. What?
Pedophilia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to bleep that.
Do I
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should.
No, we're not
Yeah.
monetized yet. I don't have to do anything yet.
Okay.
Once they monetize us, then I do have to.
I'll
bleep it,
say it
unfortunately.
more then.
Just title the episode.
Don't say it 3
that.
times, and one
Yeah,
will show
yeah.
up here in the studio.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Anyway, the nurturing nature of the kink is something that filmmaker Vex Ashley highlights in her film Maman, an erotic exploration of sex and motherhood lit in soft pink and white pastels. Female domination is often framed in the sense of pushing someone away, denying them something, or inflicting pain upon them, Ashley tells me, whereas the mommy kink for us is about submission through care rather than submission through pain. It feels like it's a deeply bonding experience that's nourishing and nurturing for both the submissive and the top. So, Lauren, you didn't want me to watch this. You said we can't watch this, but I think we can watch this.
I don't know. I think you're gonna have to blur this out. I think it will get taken down.
Well, if it does, then I'll re-upload it and I'll blur it all out. But I'm just telling you right now.
Yeah, let's watch this, dude.
Exactly. That was exactly what I was going to say. Just looking at these 2 girls kissing, I'm thinking, let's watch it.
Well, I'm
Can you
thinking
send me the link later?
Yeah. Lauren, if this is okay for Instagram, which it shows that this was posted on Instagram, if it's okay for Vice, it's good enough for YouTube. Am I wrong?
I don't know the YouTube rules, but something tells me that YouTube is going to be less tolerant.
Lauren, there's no nipples, there's no vagina. It's just kissing, okay?
It's
Again, you guys are bigoted. You guys are so bigoted.
I said I wanted to watch it.
Okay, sorry. Lauren, you're bigoted.
Lauren, you're a bigot.
I'm sorry.
Lauren, it's
Call
just
me a bigot, but I think some things you can't show on YouTube.
What does that say?
she had a tattoo that said
Mommy.
Yes.
Oh, whoa, dude. Is that milk?
Yes. This whole thing is
Oh.
about like milk and like milking each other, it seems. Like here in a second, like what is this? Oh, that is a nipple being milked, I guess. But you can't see the nipple. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
A lot of milk.
I'm
lot
just
of
going to
milk.
say this. I don't like the milk.
Is that 2% or whole?
Well, it came out of a hole.
That literally froze up everything. I can't click out of. Okay.
See, I told you shouldn't have played it.
That was a little much, dude.
I'll tell you, that milk is what makes it makes it
wasn't
sour.
enough. It wasn't enough. It wasn't enough.
I can't. I don't like milk.
Guys, I'm sorry to be the guy that is going to go to Pornhub on the podcast, but I think I'm going to have to.
Oh God.
No, I'm just joking. Ashley also thinks that it makes sense that our desire to be babied has coincided. That thing literally did shut down my browser, so it's very possible that I didn't capture any of the video, and it's just like completely choppy, and I have to cut it out anyway. So if I have to cut it out, I just want to let y'all know it was two women. They were kissing. It was beautiful, and yeah, nipples were leaking a little bit. There's a little bit
milk.
There's a little bit of leakage.
There's a little bit of milk.
There's a little milk.
I just like
It wasn't that big of a deal.
if I'm
I've seen worse. With milk, I've seen worse.
Yeah.
I've seen buttholes filled with milk and squirted across a room into the mouth of a starving child,
Oh my god.
Ooh.
into the mouth of a tiny little rat in the corner.
Ooh,
It's a cool trick.
That sounds
It's a really
fun.
cool trick. You have to have a lot of fart control. You have to have a lot of fart potential or whatever it was.
Yeah.
This website keeps crashing my browser. Vice is like, get out of here. Ashley also thinks it makes sense that our desire to be babied has coincided with such a difficult socio-political period in world history.
Who is this?
The world is really hard, she muses, and I think that people are maybe craving a little bit of that comfort and care. This is the excuse for doing everything weird in the modern day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything that's like socially like looked down upon. It's like, well, the world is really fucked up, so I guess I can treat people like shit every day.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
I guess I can do that.
I'm just gonna say this. They say it's our desire to be babied. Don't include me in that.
Yeah, I don't want to be babied.
No, this whole article is written like this is everyone now.
It's
this
also-
is everyone.
This is not everyone.
Also, I'm just like, the world is really hard.
So I need
Bullshit.
I know. Yeah.
Bullshit. The world is as easy as it's ever been.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
too easy.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not really hard. It's too fucking easy.
That's correct. Yeah.
And I'm fucking sick of this bullshit where people
Yeah.
are like, oh, the world's so fucking hard. And like, look,
Yeah.
I'm not saying that people don't have their struggles or things that are hard in their lives, but like, the world is so much easy.
Yeah.
So much easier now than it's ever been.
In all of human history. Exactly.
God damn it.
Absolutely.
Fucking grow up.
Yeah. Yeah. The world
God.
is hard. I have to fuck my mom.
Yeah. Yeah.
I need
yeah.
a mommy in the bedroom. You don't understand. Like, my job is difficult. I need to have sex with my mom.
Yeah.
Did I say the world was hard? I meant I'm hard.
For my mom. Anyway, we're gonna move on from this one because it's just a bunch of bullshit, and it's still like it's all about normalizing things too, which is that's my favorite thing is like taking something that's abnormal as fuck that everyone agrees is abnormal and going like we need to make it normal.
Yeah.
Then it's not normal.
Then
Like that's
does
the
that,
whole.
But does that take away the excitement of it? Because I think for some things, like
Yeah.
part of the excitement of the kink is that it is out of the norm.
Oh, yeah.
Taboo
like-
is awesome.
And
Yeah.
like if you're making it, like just everyday,
Normalized.
mundane,
Mhm.
then it kind of takes the excitement away from it.
Exactly.
It's less of a thrill.
What a kink is a kink because
Yeah.
it's taboo
Yep.
and abnormal and kind of weird.
Yep.
And like, I'm not trying to shame people for having their fucking sexual preferences. I just am.
Yeah.
It just is like,
No-
don't fucking try and convince me that it's normal
Yeah.
because I don't think it is.
It's the urge to convince people it's normal comes from their discomfort with it too.
Exactly.
It
yeah.
comes from like I know that this is like somehow taboo and wrong, so I need to convince everyone that it's okay.
And then it's gonna make the thing with that is
Mhm.
that it's gonna make it less appealing to people
Mhm.
that have that kink if it is normal. And then on top of that, that means they're just gonna go further to
Mhm.
the extreme, which
Yeah, I need a Grammy in the bed.
yeah, I want to call you Grammy. Call me Grammy.
Yeah.
Ah, dude. Although I would like to be swaddled.
I'd like to be papoosed.
Yeah.
What does that mean? What is that?
The other day we were.
Is that Greek, Jewish, or what?
No.
I think it's.
I think it's kangaroo.
Yeah.
The other day we were taking a walk
The
and I
papoose
saw.
is like where they hold the baby.
Yeah, I
The
saw.
pouch.
I saw this guy carrying his baby in a little papoose pouch, and I said to Josh, "Wouldn't it be nice if you could papoose me and carry me around on a walk with you?"
And I said no, never. I said nope, I'm not doing that.
Nope.
At the end of the day, who among us wouldn't want to spend our precious time swaddled in the arms or breasts of someone who loves us, protects us, and holds us while we cry? I mean,
Or
listen.
holds us in a papoose while we go on a walk together. I mean, I think it would be really fun.
Yes.
We would be real close. I wouldn't have to.
Okay,
exert
but
a
that's
lot
not
of
the mommy.
energy.
That's also not the mommy king.
That's
That would
me
be
being a
more,
daddy.
That's him being a daddy.
That's me being a daddy and you being
Yeah.
a baby. Is that what you want, baby?
Oh, well, now that I think about it that way, it was more just a comfort thing.
Yeah, it was more just a comfort thing because your daddy comforts you and carries you. Is that why you wanted it?
Now that I'm thinking, you guys, I'm really glad that you're shaming me about this.
Yeah.
Because now you know what? I don't want to be
We
papoosed
need more
anymore.
shame.
Good example of when shame was needed a lot.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll still papoose you, baby.
Aw.
Little baby girl.
Oh my god.
We'll bleep the last part out.
Nope. I edit the podcast. I'm keeping little baby girl in.
Ugh.
This episode is called Little Baby Girl.
Oh
Oh,
God.
that's
We're gonna get the
You know what?
wrong
I'm gonna call this.
audience.
No, I'm calling this episode 49. Hot little baby girl.
Oh,
my
God.
god, dude.
We're gonna get an interest.
I don't want to be. You know what?
I'm calling this one episode
Cut me
49.
out, dude.
Baby fucks daddy.
Oh my god. Cut me out, dude. I don't want to be in this one then, if it's called that.
I'm calling this one Oops, Daddy's Inside Baby featuring Byron.
Oh no! 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 I say no. I'm calling my. This is my one mulligan. If that's the title, dude, this is my mulligan.
I got a great idea. Episode 49, Byron bangs baby.
Dude, no! No! Oh my god.
And we do the thumbnail with like a little picture of a baby and you like home alone like, oh no. That's like a crying baby. Don't worry, we'll call this one something other than Byron bangs baby.
Although I do think you should Photoshop
Baby in there.
like and just at this moment you should Photoshop a baby crying and then me in there somehow.
I'm gonna find a way to sneak a baby in there. That's funny.
Oh god.
Let's get you in a diaper when we take the thumbnail photos. Anyway, this next article here is from the Kansas City Star. This must have been a story from Kansas City. This article says, "Shoot them. Chipotle order turns chaotic after duo demands more cheese," Ohio cops say.
Ooh.
2 suspects are accused of robbing and attacking people at a Chipotle in Columbus, Ohio, because they wanted more cheese. I don't blame them. I think this is important. I think this is the way that we should handle ourselves in a civil society.
Yep.
Here's the thing. Let me ask a question here, because already it's going to be like, hey, you can't rob and attack people at a Chipotle. Why didn't they give them the cheese? That's my question.
Yeah.
I say you should never get between a man or woman and their cheese.
And their cheese. That's my only question here. And we're going to read this, and I'm going to probably ask it a few times. Why didn't they give them the cheese?
Why?
Yeah.
It's
Why?
so easy. A Chipotle in Ohio turned chaotic and dangerous when a pair of customers became angry over their orders, authorities said. Police responded to a reported robbery at a Chipotle in downtown Columbus on March 28th, Central Ohio Crime Stopper said in a new news release. The suspects demanded more cheese and started harassing employees, cornering one worker and snatching her hat away, the release said. The other employees stepped in to help her and a fight broke out. Why didn't she give them cheese?
Yeah. Just give them the damn cheese.
Give them the damn cheese.
I think that's a fair trade. Hat. If you don't give me the cheese, you don't get a hat.
No, you get shot.
Yeah, it seems like it. One of the suspects pulled out a handgun, and the other repeatedly say, "Shoot them," the release said. The suspect would have opened fire, but their gun malfunctioned, according to witnesses.
The suspect should have opened fire.
Yeah.
Some bullshit, dude. Give me my fucking cheese.
I put all the
Absolutely.
cheese in your gun. That's why it malfunctioned.
Oh, cheesed again.
Imagine living in a country where you don't have the right to shoot someone over cheese. Like, that's awful. In this country,
that's
in this
tyranny.
country, you have the right to bear arms because somebody might keep your cheese from you, and that's your cheese.
Exactly. You have the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of cheese.
Yeah. Or if you give me asparagus and it's not steamed enough, you're dead, bitch. I'm killing you, dude. It needs to be properly steamed.
I think, back in the old days, we would, figure out our problems with our words. I'm done with that. I'm done with that. That's boring.
Mm-hmm.
Pull out the gun and threaten to shoot them if they don't give you what you want.
Mm-hmm.
Anarchy. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want. People say, like, when you say, like, well, I think that there's a pretty good case for anarchism. And you go, oh, really? You think people should just be running around like crazy shooting each other? I go, yeah.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. These Chipotle people could have a gun, too.
Absolutely.
And then they'd be like, no, fuck you. You get the fucking cheese that you fucking ordered on your fucking burrito, bitch.
I would support their right to do that as well.
I would, too.
There needs to be...
Do a duel.
Absolutely.
Cheese duel.
A cheese duel, yeah.
Absolutely.
With cheese sticks.
I'm just saying there needs to be more gun confrontations, not less. There needs to be more standoffs at Chipotle, not less.
Dude, I want to be in a duel.
Yeah.
I'd do a duel in a second, dude.
Do you have any cheese? You want to do a cheese duel?
No, like legit. Duel.
Gun duel?
Yeah,
Damn.
dude.
Let's see. Well, we have a pellet gun in here, and then we have a glass gun that looks like a shot glass.
All right. I'll take the glass gun. You take the pellet gun, dude, and let's go.
But you got to be careful.
Duel.
You grab for your gun and you accidentally grab your dick chain instead.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be bad.
For just a slight second, I thought you were going to say dick cheese. I know it's not related. We never brought up dick cheese, but I know we're talking about
But
cheese.
it's always on our minds.
It's going to come.
Don't forget to grab your dick cheese, folks.
Yeah.
Last sentence. They did not get extra cheese, according to the release. What the fuck? Like, what kind of world is this where you pull out a gun and threaten to shoot people they don't even give you their
And they
fucking
don't even
cheese?
give you the fucking cheese.
I feel like that last line could have gone without saying.
Yeah, they did not
Yeah.
get the cheese.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, I agree. I think you can measure, the freedom, the degree of openness in a society by the amount of cheese that a Chipotle employee is giving you. And if they're not giving you enough cheese, then you're living under tyranny. You're literally living in an autocratic society.
Guys, this has been really funny, like pretending that we want them to get shot and everything. But if I make a clip of this section and I put it on TikTok, people are just going to immediately go like, you guys think that they should shoot the employees of Chipotle? You guys actually think that they should murder over cheese?
And I'm just going to be on the record. Yes. Yes, I do. Give me my fucking cheese. In fact, I'm never going into a Chipotle ever again without my fucking Smith & Wesson, baby.
You think you can just kill a Chipotle worker? You think you can just kill somebody from Chipotle? Is that what you think?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
I'm glad we clarified. I just wanted to make sure we clarified.
I think we would never step foot in a Chipotle. At least Josh and I would.
I go there like once a week.
Josh and I don't go to Chipotle.
In my Chipotle, I've trained them.
Oh,
You know?
yeah?
Now they know. They know to give me my fucking cheese.
You walk in, you go, hip, hip. And they stand at attention. They salute you. They get you what you need.
Well,
Look at the damage they did here. They toppled some trash cans. I mean, this is
revolution.
Just give them the fucking. Also, just from a customer service standpoint, if anyone's ever acting fucking crazy, just fucking give them what they want and tell them to leave. Like,
this is how January 6th started.
yeah.
I was about to say, like, this, I feel the same way about January 6th, too, because I'm just like, oh, they just damaged a Chipotle, Oh, they just damaged some government building.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit, That mess right there that I'm looking at inside this Chipotle, that's no worse than any other Chipotle just on a normal day.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty much what it looks like when you walk in.
In fact, there's no rats.
It's a little cleaner than most of them.
Yeah.
They cleaned the place up.
Yeah.
Tidied it up.
They cleaned before the picture.
I don't know. You should
Yeah.
you should get your cheese, You should definitely get your cheese.
Get your
when you
damn
ask for it.
cheese.
Especially at a Mexican restaurant, You got to have your cheese.
Well,
Yeah, they're like, okay, here's your cheese. They take one little shredded cheese.
That's like that's
a crime.
That's like fighting words.
Yeah.
that's a
It's like,
crime.
Yeah.
let's begin a duel.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They may as well wear a shirt that says "Shoot me."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they had to stand their ground.
And see what Moe's should do.
Yeah.
You know, the other burrito chain?
Oh,
Moe's?
Yeah.
They should make shirts that say, shoot me if I didn't give you enough cheese.
Yeah.
And then that's their new advertising campaign. It's like, ask for extra cheese, you'll get it.
You're getting it.
You'll
get
it.
Moe's.
We'll give you a burrito with all cheese, man. Only cheese.
Moe's, you'll get your cheese.
We'll give you a whole bag.
Moe's, if you don't get enough cheese, you can
shoot us. Yeah.
If you don't get your cheese, we're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Moe's, if you want to hit us up for a sponsorship, for some advertising help, we're here. We've got ideas. We're ready.
You were onto something about the employees just needing to give them cheese. Is the like if somebody's going crazy in your place of business and you work somewhere, the best thing to do is give them what they want. There is this weird thing with a lot of like younger workers where like they work in customer service and someone starts to push them and they feel like they have to like fight them on it. That's so. I'm like, if you're at your job and you're getting paid to be there, you have to give that's the customer. It's the customer is always right kind of mentality. Now, I understand that customers show up and they're fucking rude. Some customers come in and they're assholes. But that's your job. Like, your job is, like, to put on the smile, to be professional. Like, you're the person at work. That person who came in isn't at work, right? Now, they shouldn't be an asshole. I don't think that they should be an asshole, but it doesn't do you any good to start to like push them and fight them. And I see it a lot. I feel like people like will push back and fight back a lot.
What's hilarious too is it's like, these are like Starbucks employees. They're like socialists and they're like not, they are not in support of like big capitalism businesses, corporations. And then they're like, but we got to follow the corporation's rules to a T.
Yep.
I'm not giving you an extra shot or whatever, or extra cheese because Chipotle Inc. told me that I'm only supposed to do a tiny little handful of cheese. Yep.
I have a coworker. I work in a call center, and there's this one guy that's like been super toxic on it, like has been taking people's credit card information and stuff. Like we had to kick him off the platform. Not one of my coworkers, one of the guys that works on our website. Anyway, we had to kick him off the platform. With one of our customers, we had to like make sure that he's not a customer anymore, basically. And we were told that if he calls back, that unfortunately we had to remove him from the platform. These are the reasons, but also our terms say that we have the right to kick any customer off of the platform for any reason, and are not expected to disclose the information as to why we did so. My coworker that did take the call took that as telling the customer, "I don't gotta tell you shit." Like, we were trained on, like, no, just inform them that our terms of service say that we are allowed to, suspend any user's account. Be very professional. Yeah. He goes, "I don't gotta tell you shit." Fuck you. Exactly. It's like, why is this a fight? Why? Just say what we told you to say.
He's like, you better watch yourself because I'm going to come and find you.
That's right. We kicked you off. How does that feel?
Oh, are you going to cry?
Yeah.
Are you going to cry?
Oh, you're going to go to your mommy and lick her nippies?
You sound like you have a mommy kink.
You could go milk your mommy. That was the other weird thing about the mommy kink. It didn't say anything about milking, and then we watched this video, and it's like all about milking.
Yeah. And the milking part was the most disturbing aspect of that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Very strange. Very strange.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's hot, but it's like, it's very strange.
Yeah.
I would never, growing up, ever get into like, I mean, I was introduced to all of that kind of like pornography stuff way too young, at way too young of an age, and probably have seen just about everything. I was like, that lactation stuff, that's just weird.
Yeah.
But I think it's like MILFs. The older I get,
the more I crave milk, dude.
I'm like, you know what?
The thirstier I get.
Yeah.
Just imagine this, okay? The woman feels so good that they squirt milk. They just kind of squirt across the room. Isn't that kind of like, just visually, just kind of cool? That's
You're like fucking them.
You're
and
like,
then
oh, and then they squirt milk out of them. Exactly.
Now imagine this. Imagine that it's not it's a Chipotle employee,
Yes.
and out of their tit is just a stream of cheese.
Yeah.
That's a
Okay.
great defense against
Yeah.
guns.
Yeah.
If you don't want to get shot, you should install some cheese.
They're like, sure, I'll give you more cheese.
cheese shooters. Sorry, I have piercings. The cheese comes out a little swirly sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, the cheese always comes out smooth when you're listening to Working Crass Podcast. Folks, thank you very much for listening to Working Crass Podcast. If you are listening on, wherever it is that you get your podcast, thank you for listening. You could also watch video versions of the episodes on YouTube at Working Crass Pod.
Yeah.
And get updated with all of the information about our podcast, anything coming up for us on our Instagram at Working Crass Pod. Please like and share all of our stuff. We have, and if we're able to make money with the podcast eventually down the line, we have a lot of things that we could do with it and spend more time on it that would make you enjoy it even more. So the more you support our podcast, the bigger things we get to do. Speaking of big things, we are coming up on the month of May, and in the month of May, we have Working Crass Mayhem.
Mayhem.
That's right. Mayhem. Working Crass Mayhem is going to be a very, very fun month where we have a brand new guest on the podcast every single week. That is still brand new episodes every single Monday, but in the month of May, we got a brand new guest every single time. So it'll be a lot of fun. We got some very notable guests and some just guests that are just our friends, and it'll be a great time.
Yeah, we got lots of guests. We got
Lots of gas.
yeah.
Cool. I'm very excited about that. So tune in the month of May for lots of episodes.
It's gonna be fun.
Now moving on, we're gonna wrap up this episode with a Am I the Asshole? This one was like up at the top of Reddit when I found this one.
Yeah.
And I really like this one a lot. So, am I the asshole for manspreading on a plane? A few months ago, I, 26 male, was alone on a long flight, around 6 hours. I had a middle seat between a young woman, she was 20s and female, in the window seat, and a woman in her 30s on the aisle. I'm tall, and I've never I'm sorry, let me try that again. I'm tall and am never comfortable on planes. My knees always dig into the seat in front, and it can be quite painful. I usually try to take a walk around the airport before flights to stretch my legs, but neglected to this time. It was Spirit Airlines, so even less leg room than usual. So already, do you have this problem at all, Byron? Do you need to spread your leg? I have to, I'm tall, and I do.
How big are your balls?
They're big.
Yeah.
Full of jizz.
Yeah.
No, I mean, my thing, I always think it's kind of a dance you play. It's like, okay, if he's going to take the armrest, then I'm going to take the foot, the spreaded knees,
Yeah.
Or I always try and sit in the aisle or the window, because at least in the window I can curl up and look outside the whole time.
Absolutely.
But I feel like the person in the middle seat should get both the armrests and should have kind of the most room too.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I think the thing that women don't understand about this man spreading thing is balls.
Yeah.
And they, when you bring that up, they go, like
okay.
yeah, exactly. Like you're an idiot, which is so funny because they're all about what is it, personal experience, or this is my this is my
lived
experience. This is my lived experience. Well, this is my lived experience. I have balls, and when you hold your legs together for a long period of time, it's severely uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable.
Counterpoint, and I would like to see more of this, but chest spreading. So girls with big titties.
Yeah.
If you need to hold your arms out.
Yeah.
I would understand if women needed to kind of spread.
Yeah, spread them titties.
You just want that?
Yeah. Yeah, let me see.
Hey, it might be more comfortable for women or whatever, but you should try doing it anyway.
Yeah. Or don't wear a bra.
Yeah. I'm sure that just like my balls.
Well, no, sometimes you need to because it helps support.
Yeah. I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
I suppose.
Not as hot though.
That was cool. Not fun. Anyway, he says, about half an hour after takeoff, I found my left knee inching to the side for the sweet relief of open space, specifically the no man's land in between seats, level with the shared armrest. But I wasn't paying attention to my knee the entire time. I'll concede it's possible that at some point I was occupying space that rightfully belonged to my window seat neighbor. All was well for around 2 hours. At this point, the woman in the window seat called over the flight attendant. She asked her something like, "Could you tell him to keep his fucking leg in his own fucking seat?"
Oh my God.
With horror, I understood she was talking about me. I instantly retracted my leg in deep shame. She added something about his enormous dick. My understanding was that it was meant to be a snide reference to the idea that spreading your legs is about male genital comfort, which, like I just said, it's partially is.
Yeah.
And that's her making fun of that, right?
Yeah.
But she wasn't speaking very clearly, and the flight attendant who was around 50s. I guess that's really important for us to know that the flight attendant was female and around her 50s.
The flight attendant's like offended. She's like, I'm 49.
The flight attendant didn't seem to understand her. The flight attendant asked her some sort of clarifying question, but she didn't answer, and eventually the attendant went away. I had been shocked into silence. I would too. This is like...
Well, why wouldn't, if something is like bothering you like that, why wouldn't your first reaction be, "Hey, excuse me, would you mind scooting over a bit?"
Yeah.
She's like, "I just need some personal space."
No.
Like, why couldn't it have started there? Why did it have to start with, "I'm going to bitch out the flight attendant"?
Because as Jonathan Haidt has taught us all, that for years and years, children are given whatever the fuck they want, and the parents are walked all over, and children are taught that they need to find an authority figure to take care of everything because they were also helicopter parented, and so they can't handle situations and confrontations on their own. This is why people our age and younger often will avoid confrontation.
Have mommy kinks.
Have mommy kinks, sure. But avoid confrontation by all means. When you have like a new hire that you're training and you teach them about something where a customer might be a little confrontational, they freak out because confrontation, they can't, it's also, they'll complain that somebody called them instead of texting them because they don't want the confrontation of a phone call. Like, the confrontation for young people is everything,
but
and they don't want it.
I kind of see this as they did want confrontation. This is,
they
wanted the confrontation. They wanted a fight so that they would feel morally superior.
But they don't want to have it with this person. They want to tattle. They want to tell.
No,
they want to tell an authority figure so that the authority figure will do something will fix the problem without them having to have that conversation.
I just think
they don't want to have that conversation.
I just think they wanted to virtue signal, and so they used the flight attendant as an excuse to do that.
Perhaps, maybe. But even
because it made them feel good to exert that power over that other person.
I have a couple things here.
Yeah.
One, I hope he got her number because, if I was sitting next to a girl and was manspreading and she was fucking pissed, she's like, "His enormous dick," I'd be like, "Yeah."
So you think I got an enormous dick?
Yeah. You're like, I've never heard that before.
And hey, who
you
knows?
look
Maybe
like you got a tight puss.
Maybe
so
she was
maybe
really into him. You know, some girls flirt this way.
Yeah.
Some girls flirt by being really fucking mean.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
like
yeah.
like negging.
And I don't get it. I never understand that. I'm always like, oh damn, fuck.
Yeah.
Okay. And then like later, I find out they're like into me.
They're being mean.
Yeah.
They're telling you you're ugly and stupid and you're like, thanks, that's real nice. And they're like, wait, I'm into you.
Yeah.
You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Also, secondly, I'm like, okay, if he's fucking taking up too much of your leg room, in the perfect world, you pull out your gun, your Smith & Wesson, and you fucking shoot him.
The one you brought on the plane.
Yeah. Shoot him in the kneecap. This is America. Fuck. And it's bullshit we can't fucking bring a gun on a plane. Yeah, I said it. We should be able to bring a bomb on a plane, too.
Well, we're going to be on the no-fly list.
Yeah, I probably already am, but that's okay.
We didn't say that. Byron said it. This episode's not called Josh and Lauren Bang Baby. It's called Byron Bangs the Baby.
I hate it.
I had been shocked into silence, but when the flight attendant left, I frantically began to apologize. But she refused to speak to me. She acted like she didn't hear me. Instead, she started furiously texting on her phone. Yeah, texting during a flight, I thought it was weird too. Aisle seat woman said she had some extra space on her side I could use, but then promptly went to sleep. Oh well. I tried again to apologize to window seat woman, but again she ignored me. I went from embarrassed to confused. I kept replaying it in my head, wondering why she didn't simply ask me to move my knee instead of calling over the attendant.
Yep.
I started sneaking peeks at her phone. My defense is that I was baffled by her behavior and wanted answers. I'll admit that I was being judgmental too. Here's why. She spent the last 3 hours of the flight watching TikToks about shaming obese people and texting someone she called Poppy. I didn't see all of it, but a significant portion was definitely about me. She wrote, "Men really do be too much sometimes," with a laughing emoji. She ignored me the whole rest of the flight, and I ignored her. I got a good but painful workout of whatever muscle it is that keeps your knees together. All right, folks. Now, I want to know, do we think he is, and I actually genuinely want to know for this one because I want to show you what people said about this one.
Yeah.
What,
I'm
do you
sure
think
they
he's
were
the
like, kill him.
Do you think he's the asshole or not?
Throw him off the plane.
Yeah. Walk the plank, asshole. No, definitely not the asshole. I'm also kind of like confused. She spent the last 3 hours of the flight watching TikToks about shaming obese people. This doesn't sound like, I'm assuming that it's TikToks about like people like getting onto people that shame obese people.
Yes.
Okay.
About
all right.
like,
She
how
doesn't
it's wrong
seem,
to shame obese
it would be
people.
very weird for a woman that's like all into like manspreading or whatever to also be like, I like making fun of fat people. Like, like, that doesn't seem to compute to me.
Yeah.
Although, imagine a big fat person
Mm-hmm.
sitting in the middle seat next to this woman.
Mm-hmm.
Would she do the same thing?
Yeah, move your fucking leg with your
Move
big
your
old fat
lard.
dick.
Well,
Move your lard.
Yeah.
if it was a woman, no, she would have no problem with it. She'd keep her mouth shut.
Oh, yeah.
If it was a
Mhm.
man,
Yep.
no, she would
Yep.
bitch him out too.
Yeah, move your lard, fat ass.
Yeah.
Because I think with some
You
of
and your
that,
thick fucking dick.
as far as I
You
can
and your
tell,
chode penis.
the body positivity stuff tends to give a lot more leeway to women than it does men.
Oh, absolutely. No, male fatties are still gross.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Everyone agrees.
Men aren't. I shouldn't get into this, but men are not allowed to have like preferences.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we're shamed for our like preferences, and
That's the whole normalizing.
Like you're-
That's what every normalize this like conversation is like, can we please, I know men don't like this. Can men start liking this, please?
yeah.
Or they just think that you're being judgmental because your preference doesn't include them in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not
Is
even that. I mean, it's like it's like all girls. It seems like it's. I mean, if I'm just like not all.
Well,
girls,
I don't think they have I think people express a problem with a preference if it excludes them because they don't have anything to gain from it. But if it's a preference that does include them, they don't say anything. They have no need to.
I've seen people that are perfectly like attractive or whatever that are like not fat or whatever get offended when a guy is like, hey, I kind of want a woman that's like, not fat.
Yeah. To get offended on behalf of the fat girl.
Yeah.
Well, that's just because they secretly deep down don't like fat people either and they feel guilty about it.
Yeah,
That's
that
my
might be
belief.
true.
Yeah. I mean,
That's
honestly,
probably right.
yeah, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry if that was a controversial take, but
You know what?
Yeah. Get the glass gun out.
Get the gun.
get the cheese.
Oh man. So it sounds like we all kind of agree that in this situation, like
I think she was a total ass.
she was an
she was
asshole,
an
he was not.
asshole.
And here's the other thing is like he apologized.
Yeah.
He felt bad. He felt shocked that she even said it. Like he felt embarrassed.
Yeah.
It's like he's like, oh, I really did not mean to do this. Her reaction is as if like he had jammed it over on her side. This is the reaction you have when you ask someone kindly to move it and they don't, and they say, no, I'm keeping it where it is. Then you call the flight attendant over and get, can you please tell him to move his fucking leg?
Yeah.
Then I would at least be a little more understanding. This is like just mean. Like she just like decided to go off on this guy.
I like that the flight attendant was just like, what? I don't hear you. I don't hear you.
I'm leaving.
I have first class people to attend to.
Also, isn't it hilarious how this kind of all comes together? Because she was texting someone she called Pappy.
Poppy. Yeah. Yeah, she's got to text her Poppy.
Yeah.
My Poppy. I wonder if she was Latino or she was white, like we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny how these episodes come full circle.
Yeah. You're the asshole?
Dude, listen.
Oh, God damn it. I'm
You're
going
not
to fucking blow. I'm going to fucking go crazy right now.
You are going to go crazy. Listen, and you're going to go crazy because I selected this because I read a lot of comments. Dude, listen. No one thinks she was the asshole.
What?
Nobody. Everyone thinks he's an asshole. Dude, this is crazy. You're the asshole. 1, this is a known reoccurring issue. You know you will feel better with more leg space. Stop pinching pennies and pay for an aisle seat or an exit seat. There are options.
Well, how do you know? What if that flight was like almost totally full when he booked it and the middle seat was the only thing available? Or it was an open seating flight and he had a really low boarding number and that was all that was left.
That's correct.
And
Many flights don't allow you to choose your seat. You walk on, you get the seat that you're able to find.
Exactly. You don't know that there are options, and sometimes beggars can't be choosers. You sit where you get.
Get ready here. Number 2, by wanting the woman to tell you if she's bothered by your invasion of her space, you make it her responsibility instead of just not doing it.
But not all women are bothered by it.
He did it on accident too.
Exactly. But again, not all this goes under the assumption that all women are bothered by this action. Therefore, you should just automatically know.
Yep, exactly.
No.
You should read her mind. Women can feel too vulnerable to confront a tall guy.
That's on them. That's on them.
Exactly.
If you feel too vulnerable to confront somebody about something you don't like, that's on you. You have to grow a pair and say something. Speak up. You're your own advocate.
Mm-hmm. By themselves, they feel too vulnerable to confront a tall guy by themselves, especially when they're stuck at the window seat and cannot exit if the guy gets angry. This is just assuming that every guy is this pissed off, furious, gonna beat the shit out of you for asking nicely to move your leg.
So many assumptions.
No, that's
so
only
many
me. Okay, and then this whole thing, like, by wanting the woman to tell you if she is bothered by your invasion of her space, you make it her responsibility instead of just not doing it.
If you're bothered,
there's got to be some sort of hypocritical thing. I just haven't thought of it yet. And it's like where like flip the table.
Yep.
I'll think of one.
No, but I mean, it's like it's not. If you're bothered, it's your responsibility. It's not someone else's responsibility. It's almost like it was his responsibility not to make mistakes, and it's his responsibility that she's upset at his mistake.
Yeah.
It's like it's always on the guy. It's
and
never
read her
on her.
Fucking mind. Like you have to read her mind.
Here's exactly what I said, and they're saying it like this is the right thing to do. She didn't call the attendant to tell you to move. She called her to have an authority figure help her make a point. Well, that's wrong.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. That's stupid.
Yeah.
They call like
if your arguments can't stand on their own merit and they require,
an
a hall monitor to come in and fix it for you, then you've got a shitty weak argument.
Yeah,
exactly. Too many fucking safety guards that are women now.
Yeah.
They're like the fucking elementary school fucking
what?
safety
What?
guards. I don't know, dude.
What?
I'm trying to make some weird reference to 6th grade safety guards and they're blowing
their
whistles
whistles?
when you're running. Fuck you.
Anyway.
Okay, you know what? Okay, fine. Sure, I won't take the space. But if that fucking plane crashes and there's a fire, I'm fucking throwing you in it, bitch. I don't fucking care. I'm fucking kicking you while I'm trying to get out.
I will say
I'm not gonna fucking save you for sure.
If the oxygen
Women and children first.
If the oxygen mask comes
And
down, you're putting yours on. her.
No, I'm gonna. Yeah,
And
fuck
she's
you.
like, I need help putting mine on your
I'm cutting yours so I get more oxygen.
Yeah.
You take hers and you put it on your big dick.
Yeah, my dick needs oxygen. It's got its own ecosystem.
That is great. After this, the plane starts to go down, the oxygen tanks drop, and you stare at her in the eyes while you grab hers. And
Yeah.
and grab your own and keep it from her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's the snooping. Seriously, dude, you thought what? Oh, this woman has already found me intrusive before. Let's double down. I mean, okay, look, I don't necessarily think it's right to look at to try to snoop on someone's phone, but dude, she was already the asshole. Like, I'm sorry, she was already the asshole here. Like, she treated that's an awful thing to do. Anyway,
Yeah.
I do want to try to get a few of these down. So
He should fucking Bluetooth her a picture of his dick. If she's on
Just
the phone.
airdrop it?
Airdrop it. Yeah.
yeah.
There's that enormous penis you talked about. Classic situation here.
Woman in her 20s books window seat to have a quiet time during a 6-hour flight. Woman in her 30s knows better, books aisle seat just in case people next to her might be annoying. Dude, 26, tall, still hasn't realized women want to be left alone. Spreads out on the wrong side towards the younger woman where there's already less space than on the other side. Does not ask for permission. Does not confirm with her that that's okay. Apparently doesn't realize that he makes her uncomfortable with his knee going unsupervised for 2 hours and is surprised that she complained.
I'm just tired of these people speaking for all women.
Yeah.
Not all women have a problem with a man spreading out and their leg bumps your leg. It's not that big a deal.
Yeah.
It's not. It's really not.
And if it really is bothering me, I will say something. I'm just like, could you scoot over a bit?
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's all you have to do. It is not that hard. It is not, some sort of you have to fight the power with the person next to you. I hate this the assumption that every woman is bothered by it, so never do it.
And his knees going unsupervised.
That all women just want to be left alone.
I didn't put a camera on my knee.
If somebody bumps me with their knee, I don't really think that they're doing it to be intentionally invasive.
I think he made it very clear it was an accident. Incredibly clear that he was conscious about doing it, and he tried not to do it, and he fell asleep, and there was a period where it went a little too far, and he acknowledges that, and he apologized too.
Yeah,
it's so weird that this is like no, still on you. You're an asshole.
Lesson to learn: leave women alone. Book a seat up front if you're tall. Ask for permission before spreading out.
You don't know how many seats were left when he booked it. You don't know what the situation was. That might have been all there was left.
Why does she react so harshly? Maybe she has had enough. Maybe she has had problems on her own. Maybe something had happened to her previously.
Maybe she didn't get enough cheese at Chipotle.
But this is the thing: is everyone's coming to her defense. Is she has the right to treat people like shit.
Yeah, I'm sick of that shit.
It's so stupid. It's so dumb. She has the right to treat a complete stranger like shit, and he doesn't. He doesn't have the right to make a mistake.
Yeah.
He doesn't even have the right to accidentally bother someone.
Yeah.
And she has the right to treat a stranger like shit.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's just what the fuck? The fucking audacity of you.
Yeah.
To just be to react so poorly. It's just people can't. It's everything has to be a fucking situation.
Yeah.
Everything has to be a viral TikTok now.
Oh, yeah.
And that's exactly what she was fucking going for.
Well, everything has to be deconstructed and viewed through a lens of how does this support hierarchies of power.
Yeah, exactly. This whole leave women alone, book a seat up front if you're tall. I'm sorry. We coexist in the same world. You have to live with men.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's not I don't know. I don't understand. Here's another one. I told you guys there's none in support of him. I went really far down this.
I love the passive. I found my knee inching over. What an asshole. Oh my God.
If this story is real, I'm so glad she humiliated him. Control yourself. Isn't that crazy? It's all snark, too.
Yeah.
It's all let's double down on being mean to him.
Yeah.
This guy, reached out for help. It's he feels bad about something. And this is awful that this is what he gets, too. I feel really bad for this guy. I hope that he listens. You know what? I'm going to try to find him. I'll DM him.
Bring him on.
I'll DM him. And we'll bring him on the podcast, and we'll tell him that he's not an asshole.
And then he'll hear everything I've had to say and be like, I don't like those guys.
Yeah, he's like he hears everything you said. He's like, shit, I was the asshole, wasn't I?
Yeah, that guy's a little too much, I think.
He's like, I didn't want to kill the woman. You're the asshole. This is a comment. You're the asshole. You knew you were in her space and hoped she'd say nothing. This is just a huge assumption now that he never said this. You knew you were in her space and hoped she would say nothing and make herself smaller and uncomfortable so you'd feel better. It's like, wow, that's a big fucking assumption. I'm a super small girl who travels a lot, and men do this to me all the time, and I have scrunched up myself in the seat so I'm not touching them. You could have asked if it was all right. You know what? I'm sorry.
No,
here's another thing, too.
Lies. As a small person on a plane, I always have plenty of room.
Yeah.
Josh can literally have like both his arms out, his legs
she's
out,
not getting touched
and
at all.
I still have plenty of room. You could put me in a freaking overhead compartment and I'll have lots of room. Like,
in fact, please do.
I prefer it there.
Yeah.
But here's
Because I'm not around any manspreaders when I'm in the overhead compartment.
Yeah.
No.
Well, you know what? Yeah.
But
you
I
know what?
just-
This is actually an interesting point.
But I just disagree that as a small person, you usually have far more space than the average person. Don't complain. Don't complain.
You know what's really fucking annoying? Women who bring a fucking shit load of fucking carry-ons.
Yeah.
It's like, I have to have my purse and my snack bag and my overhead carry-on.
Yep.
And then their overhead carry-on's fucking massive.
Yep.
And I'm like in a backpack and I've got a fucking 4 purses in the like it's.
Yep.
So you know what?
Yep.
Yeah, let's talk about the fucking space we occupy on a
Yeah.
fucking plane. If you want to go there, then no more fucking purses.
You know what? I really don't like those neck pillows.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that.
Here's another thing too. This is stupid.
I just don't like the way they look.
Yeah.
This is another stupid part of it too. Is like, it's look, we're touching. It's not a big deal to be touched by like somebody or like as long as they're not grabbing your fucking bathing suit area. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
If you accidentally graze up on somebody, you don't have to curl up in a corner. Like you're stuck in a tight space. You might touch. How do you go to a concert? Like how do you go to a concert and like be comfortable with this? Oh, I'm so sick of men's shoulders touching me all the time.
Yeah.
It's like you're in a tight space with complete strangers. That's the name of the game. I'm a little bit like this too with people that are like just completely offended by like the like naked body and stuff too. Like people get very like oh you're exposing yourself. I mean, unless it's children, it's a very different situation. But for grown adults, it's like oh you have exposed yourself. It's like it's the human body. Like we all have the human body. Like it's God made us this way. You can't be so completely traumatized by just the nature of human beings, just other people existing. It's very weird. It's very weird to me.
I'm glad you're a nudist.
Yeah. Oh no, I've always wanted to be a nudist. You need to find that guy that you work with that's a nudist and give him my number.
Hook you up.
I want to go to one of those one of the parties.
Yeah.
Anyway, you're the
cookies
asshole.
are good.
Let's do a couple of these real fast-paced here. You're the asshole. Pay for extra leg room. Having some random guy pressing his leg against me is enough to make me get up from my bus or train seat because it creeps me out. I don't like being touched. Then don't take the bus or the train.
Yeah, get a damn car.
Exactly.
Huh?
And I make sure I always try to avoid it.
That's good. You're being proactive.
Here's someone else. You're the asshole. Full stop. Did she handle it great? No, but she should not have had to. The snooping is fucking bizarre as well. I love that. Did she handle it great? No, but she doesn't have to. You have to handle everything.
Yeah, she's a woman. She's allowed to be fucking emotional and, you know, fucking on her period and going crazy.
Uh-huh. She absolutely could have just asked instead of calling over the flight attendant. But you were also taking up space that wasn't yours.
What does ES?
Yeah, and he felt bad about it. And he
know.
tried to apologize, and all she had to do was say, "Please, can you scoot over? You're in my space. You're crowding me." That's it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I really feel like COVID really ruined touch for people.
Yeah.
And it's like it's really only been the past like 3 years where people.
Yeah.
It's like awkward to even hug someone now, like a friend of mine, and it shouldn't be that way. I remember
it's because of your dick chain. It gets in the way.
Yeah, my dick. It does. Yeah, and it rubs. It sometimes catches on people, and people find it uncomfortable.
The way you behaved really cements you as an asshole.
What? What? The way you behaved? like I don't have. The thing is, I have no problem with the girl, even if she called the flight attendant over. It's like, hey, he's kind of. I mean, I think this is still like kind of BS on her part, but it's like, hey, he's taking up like some of my leg space. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like that's a little different. It's
Yeah.
but when you're a fucking bitch,
Yeah.
like
Y'all, listen, you need to hear this, Byron. He's asking if he was the asshole. How she handled him taking up her space isn't relevant to whether he was an asshole or not.
oh my god. Oh my god.
Even the way you write this takes no responsibility.
What are
You
you
just-
talking about?
Like
he
he
said
apologized.
He felt bad.
He said
Yeah.
he felt really bad and embarrassed. This is, I told you, nobody. I don't know what ESH means.
If you scroll up, there's like a thing that says what those all mean.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't care what they mean. I'm kind of convinced that those are all bots. They're
That's
all
what it
bots,
is.
and they're programmed to like say.
Everyone sucks here.
Yeah, ESH
I
is
guess it's a
everyone sucks
little
here.
better, but
But everyone that wrote that wrote how, yeah, everyone sucks here. She shouldn't react that way. But, you know, you're an asshole. You're a bigot.
yeah.
Don't
I-
ever spread your legs
I
again.
really want imagine
Yeah.
like just take this post
Yeah.
and and instead of it being his legs,
Yeah.
you know, I transpose that with like his fat
Mhm.
or something. He's like a little bigger.
Yeah, his stomach is
he's-
going over the
yeah.
armrest a little
Yeah.
bit. Yep.
Yeah, and he's sweating a little bit.
Yeah.
And he smells
He's got
like
a little milk
cheese.
running down his
Yeah,
body. Yeah.
And he's eating cereal.
Ooh.
And you know, and like just word for word, pretty much do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I wonder what their responses would be.
Yeah.
I
She'd
seriously
be his
doubt.
mommy.
Yeah,
Be like, I'm
s-
gonna be your mommy now, baby.
Yeah, yeah. And she swaddles him.
You're my big boy, baby
would
boy.
say-
yeah.
They would say you have the right to hijack that plane and crash it into the nearest building
Yeah.
as an act of resistance.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Well, that's a wild one. That one pissed me off when I
Yeah.
read this. I was at work just scrolling through this going, oh, fuck, I kill everyone in this situation. Like,
Yeah.
I was mad. I hate that it's scrolling through things and getting mad at shit. But I mean, this, it's just, what makes me mad isn't even the girl yelling at him and everything. It's
The dogpiling of
the
really
dogpiling of
stupid people who are making a mountain out of a molehill.
it's just sad that like he's reaching out here, like he's coming and he's like trying to get some kind of catharsis and like and trying to like say like I feel like it takes a lot to say like I feel like an asshole in this situation.
Yeah.
Like that takes a lot of like you have to remove the pride from yourself and say like I might be wrong in this situation. I'm just asking, and for everyone to just dogpile on him and be like, you know what, the way you even act in this is just an asshole. Like you're a total asshole.
The fact that
It's
you
like he comes
posted
to-
on here makes you an asshole.
yeah.
Well, what's like hilarious is that this guy,
Yeah.
obviously, I mean, the mere fact that he is gonna make an "Am I the asshole for manspreading" on
Yep.
a plane
Yeah.
Mhm.
tells me that he's probably kind of like left leaning, very like open minded to like feminism and this kind of
Probably.
shit. And so he makes this "Am I the asshole" about
Yeah.
this,
Mhm.
Probably.
and then he gets fucking treated like shit
yeah.
by all these redditors that are also super fucking far left, whatever.
Yep.
And this is the pipeline
Yeah.
for people to start fucking, you know,
He's gonna be a
becoming
Proud Boy next?
becoming Proud Boys.
Yeah. No. I
yeah.
mean, you're not like this situation. If this was the situation, if I got this response, I'd be like, you know what? How do I sign up for the fucking Proud
Yeah,
Boys? Like, how do I storm the fucking Capitol?
Yeah.
I'm mad.
And then all like more, I mean, not even right wing people, but more like moderately
Yep.
minded people are like, dude, fuck that girl.
yeah.
You're not the asshole.
Yep.
And then he starts thinking, maybe these people are actually the fucking assholes.
Yep.
In all
Absolutely.
these cases. I don't know.
No, I totally agree.
His like all his other posts are like in like neo-Nazi forums or some shit.
Oh no. Anyway, wow. I don't know. I feel bad. I'm gonna send him a chat here.
Yeah.
I'll be like,
Aw.
hey, check out our episode. I'll send it to him later, but I'll
Yeah.
send a link to of our episode, and I'll be like, hey,
Yeah.
man, time to chat. Come watch our episode. We got some stuff to say about this bitch.
yeah.
Don't you worry. We don't think you're the asshole.
Stop listening to these people on Reddit.
Next time,
They're
bring a
bots.
gun.
Hey, dude, we don't think you did nothing wrong. Well, cool. That's our episode for today. Lauren, what'd you learn?
I learned that if you manspread on a flight
Yeah.
You really should be thrown off of the plane.
Yeah.
Without a parachute, and I think that is the most just punishment.
Yeah.
And I think that men at all times should just know how women will feel about every situation and do the right thing. Just do the right thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be right. Be
Yeah.
better.
Be
Totally.
better.
Be better.
Be better.
And I'm not
Be
going to tell you
better.
what better is. You just need to know it.
Just be
Yeah.
it.
Just be it.
Just
There you
be
go.
better.
That's what I learned today.
Be better.
Byron, what'd you learn?
I learned that guns solve everything, baby. My Smith & Wesson is my freaking tongue. It's my muscles.
This is
It's everything.
This is a really pro 2A
Yeah, dude.
episode.
Yeah. Bring a gun to Chipotle if you want that extra cheese. That's what I learned.
I learned that sometimes a baby boy like me just needs a mommy to kind
Aw.
of nurture. Who wouldn't want someone to love us and protect us and hold us while we cry?
Yeah.
Sometimes baby boy just needs a mommy to hold me while I cry. I mean, needs to hold him while he cries. Not just me, but any baby. If you're a baby boy out there and you need a mommy, just a mommy to hold you.
Mm-hmm.
There's a million mommies out there in the world, and they're ready. They're waiting for you.
Just thousands of moms.
Thousands of moms down
Millions of
at the South
moms.
Pass.
Down at the South Pass.
All right, folks. Well, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.
Peace.